Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jim. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Check and read. Check back to left. I'm trying to collect.
On first down, Fields. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they work this way. Field across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Atlanta.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Jones has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
This is Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Set, cut, 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 52. Pick the edge. Come. Leo. Say. Hustle.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike, 60 outlaw. Check. Walk 54. Hey, tight. Check. 22, check. Bomber. 22, check. Bomber. Mike 5-4.
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play, and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Get wide.
2nd and 14. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check safety. Motion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Stepping up, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons nothing.
Set. Ready. Now to move. Hey, let's go this. Hey, let's go. Get a roll. Press. Echo, echo. 24. Check 24. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Oh, you got deep? Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check Mike 39. We go. Check.
Throwing again. Fields. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Off play action. Fields. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Falcons.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set. 60 yards. Check, 59. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check. Go.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And he finds Howard complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Set, ready. 45. Not a wood. 45. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Fields airing it out, looking for, he's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Nassib, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Set, ready? Come on, now to work. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Rotate. Step. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Spot. Spot. No, no, no.
They'll set up a throw. And that's caught by Smith. A very solid gain of 27.
You ready?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
54. Right there. 54, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Hey, you don't want none.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on, set. 7 the ending. 15. Wait. Here we go. Out, 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 out. Shit, shit. Shit. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let it settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts...
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
The lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, check like 39. Check like 39.
From the gun, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Fields. Complete to Jones. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
He's checking. Tight dog.
Now a handoff looking right. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On first and 10, Fields. This one caught by Ridley. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Falcons.
Hey, check Mike. 30 seconds.
On first down, Fields. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Check tight end, check tight, check tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fields. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing on first down. Fields. And a throw right sideline is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Let's go. Check 15 on it. 15 on it. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. McManus now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Buccaneers 41, Falcons 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McManus's point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 1st down, Fields. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Austin Hooper. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Tampa Bay, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our